So now we are going to be installing the SQL Management Studio. Actually, this should not take us more than 20 minutes so that we can make good use of our time. So we are to locate how to download the SQL Management Studio. But before we do that, we need to install the server itself. And then ideally you are supposed to use the latest version, but because of system compatibility, everybody's system com- might not be compatible with the latest version. So we are going to be using a stable version, which I think will work on everyone's PC. So you can just go to your browser and type download SQL Server 2019 Express Edition. So you click on this first link. It's a Microsoft link. It's from the official page. So when you get here, okay, what I can do is I can share this link with everyone so that you can just get here on one click. I sent it into the chat. Okay, I can see a feedback. You are using PostgreSQL. If you are using PostgreSQL, the restoring of the database process is different from SQL Server. So you might need to use the SQL Server so that we can all move at the same pace. So once you are here, you just click on download, and then the installer will be downloaded. So once the download is complete, you open the file. So you are going to create a prompt that do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device. You click on yes. So please, I want to confirm everyone is on this page now. Please, I want your feedback in the chat so I can know we are all moving at the same pace. I've gotten feedback that we're on the same page. So once you are here, you click on basic. Once you click on basic, you see the Microsoft SQL Server license terms. Just accept. Then upon accepting, you click on install, and the downloading is going to take place. Okay, yeah, so my installation has completed successfully. We have completed installing the SQL Server 2019, and this is a kind of older version. So that is why we want to install the SSMS, which is SQL Server Management Studio, that is compatible with this server that we have installed. So this server we have installed is just like a dependence that we have installed. So now we need to install the studio that we are going to be working with. So like I said, go to your search, and search download SSMS 2019. Scroll down a bit and you will find SQL Server Management Studio versions. Click here and it's going to take you to this page. And the direct link to this page has been shared in the comments. So if you are here, kindly signify in the chat that you are here. Then we are going to download this, which is the most recent version of 2019 SSMS. Thank you, Gunyami, for your feedback. So it's going to commence download. So it's going to bring you here and then you click download SSMS 19.3. So you click on download SSMS 19.3, then you see that it's downloading here. Yes, 19.3. So once you click on that here, it's going to take you to this page, and then you click download SSMS 19.3 here, and it's going to begin download. So what you're going to do now is open the file you have downloaded. So once you open the file you have downloaded, you are going to get this. So once you download the studio, this is the next step I have right on the screen. Upon completion of download, when you open the downloaded SSMS setup, you are going to get this, and then okay, Oguyemi, I see your feedback done. So what you just do is click on install, and then you are going to get a prompt. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Then you click on yes. I am seeing a blank sheet after downloading, asking for the right app to open it. I'm not sure you have downloaded it. Probably you downloaded a link. That is why it's showing you that it's not supposed to. Please confirm, and the size to give you an idea. The size is about 600 MB. If you have something lesser than that, then it means you have not downloaded the right app. So I want to believe everyone is installing now. Please send your feedback that you're already installing. So it's done now. Then you can close this. Don't need it anymore. It's already done. Once you click on home, you can search for SSMS. So you're going to see this, or you just click on your Windows button, then it will show you your most recent download. Then you just see it by your recently added, because I'm using a split screen. That's why it's not showing up here. So once you click on your Windows button, you're going to see it in your recently added. Then you just open the studio. So once you open it, this is what you're going to get. So you can see that upon opening the studio, it's asking you now to connect to the server. So if you don't have the server, this is where you're going to run into problems, because you cannot use the studio in isolation without the server that is going to power it. So you can see server type. There are different kind of server types, but today we are going to be using database engine, and the server name by default is going to be your desktop name slash SQL Express, then your Windows authentication. So it depends on the kind of server you are using. So if you are using like a cloud server, you'll be using the SQL Server authentication, or any other login mode set by your server. But here you are going to use Windows authentication. So you are just going to leave it as it is and you click connect. Okunyemi, you're asking me to go back to the server. You are not doing anything on the server anymore. Just close the installation process and then you open the downloaded Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Yes, so we are moving on and I'm clicking connect. So I'm connecting to the server we have installed. All things being equal, our dependencies are in place, and yes, I have connected. So when you click on this drop down databases, we don't have any database yet. So that is why we have this. So from the server we have installed, there are usually some system databases. We have the master, model, MSDB, TempDB. So these ones are system databases. So what this does basically is just logs whatever you're doing on the studio. So you and this database snapshot is just like taking a snapshot of the current position of your database, but then we are not going into that because that's more or less a database administration process. So now what we do is you click on new query and we are going to create our first database. Please, I want everyone to confirm they are here. We are already going deep into it.